Hey guys, welcome back to SuccessPoint. I am so stoked for today's video because we're talking about something super interesting. Like, actually interesting, not just me trying to make laundry detergent sound interesting. We're diving deep into the world of book trends. Okay, I know what you might be thinking. Books, trends, how are those two things even related? Trust me, it's way more fascinating than you think. We're going to be exploring what's hot in the literary world right now and why it even matters. So grab your iced coffee, get comfy, and let's get into it. Okay, so first up, we got to talk about Book Talk. If you haven't heard of it yet, you're probably living under a rock. Book Talk is this incredible community on TikTok where people share their love for books in the most creative ways. Like, seriously, what is this phenomenon? It's like a magical place where book lovers unite and create content that ranges from book reviews to hilarious skits about their favorite characters. It's literally taken the world by storm. People from all over the globe are joining in, sharing their favorite reads, and discovering new ones. It's insane to think that a single hashtag on a social media platform could have such a huge impact on like an entire industry. But that's exactly what's happening. But that's the power of Book Talk, you guys. It's not just a trend, it's a movement that's reshaping how we discover and talk about books. It's crazy how many people are discovering new books and authors through these, like, super short videos. These videos are often just a minute long, but they pack a punch. And it's not just about, like, pretty covers and aesthetic montages, even though there's a lot of that too, which is fun. The creativity is off the charts. But people are getting real about their reading experiences, like sharing their raw emotions and connecting with others who actually understand the struggle of being emotionally destroyed by a fictional character's death. It's a space where vulnerability is celebrated. And you know what? The numbers don't lie. The engagement on these videos is through the roof, and it's translating into real-world success for authors and publishers. Book Talk has been a complete game changer for the publishing industry. It's like a gold mine for discovering new talent and reviving interest in older titles. Like, we're talking millions of views and sales skyrocketing for books that have gone viral. It's actually wild. Some books that were almost forgotten are now bestsellers again. And it's not just like YA fiction or romance. Even though those genres are huge on the platform, we're seeing a wide range of genres getting the spotlight. We're seeing books from all sorts of genres finding an audience on Book Talk, which is really cool. From fantasy to nonfiction, there's something for everyone. It's like this whole new way of discovering books that you might not have found otherwise. It's making reading more accessible and exciting for a new generation. I feel like Book Talk is just the beginning. This is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the potential of social media in the literary world. Like, who knows what the future holds for social media and its influence on the book industry? The possibilities are endless, and it's thrilling to think about. It's kind of exciting to think about all the possibilities. The way we engage with books is evolving, and Book Talk is at the forefront of this revolution. So, if you haven't checked it out yet, what are you waiting for? Okay, so we've talked about Book Talk, but now let's get a little deeper. You know, Book Talk is more than just a trend. It's a reflection of our collective psyche. It's a space where people come together to share their love for books, but also to find solace, understanding, and even a sense of community in a world that often feels fragmented. Like, what's actually driving these trends? Why are certain books resonating more than others? It's not just about the latest bestseller or the most talked about plot twist. It's about the underlying themes and messages that speak to our current experiences and emotions. What's going on in the world that's making people gravitate towards certain books and themes? Think about it. We're living in a time of unprecedented change and uncertainty. The news is filled with stories of political upheaval, social justice movements, and environmental crises. Because, like, it's not a coincidence, right? The books that become popular often reflect the anxieties and hopes of the society that consumes them. They offer a way to process and understand the complexities of our world. Our world is kind of a lot right now, to put it mildly. We're dealing with so many issues simultaneously, and it's overwhelming. Books provide an escape, but they also offer a way to confront and make sense of these issues. We've got, like, political divisions, social justice movements, climate change, anxiety, and a whole bunch of other stuff going on. These are not just background noise, they are the defining issues of our time, and they deeply influence the stories we are drawn to. And it's no surprise that these things are reflected in the books we read. Literature has always been a mirror to society, capturing the zeitgeist of the times. When we read, we see our own struggles and triumphs reflected back at us. Like, think about it. When the world feels chaotic and uncertain, it's only natural to seek solace and escape in stories. But it's not just about escaping. It's about finding meaning and connection in a world that often feels disconnected. And often, those stories are the ones that reflect the anxieties and hopes we have about the world around us. They help us navigate our fears and dreams, offering both cautionary tales and hopeful visions of the future. For example, dystopian novels and thrillers have been super popular in recent years. These genres tap into our deepest fears about the future and the unknown, providing a safe space to explore these anxieties. I mean, it's not hard to see why, right? They tap into our fears about the future and the unknown. They allow us to confront our worst-case scenarios from the safety of our own homes. But it's not all doom and gloom. There's also a growing appetite for stories that offer hope and inspiration. In times of crisis, we look for narratives that remind us of the resilience of the human spirit. We're also seeing a surge in books that offer hope and inspiration, like stories about resilience, community, and finding light in dark times. These books provide a counterbalance to the negativity, offering a sense of hope and possibility. It's like we're craving those positive vibes to balance out all the negativity. We need stories that uplift us, that remind us of the good in the world and the potential for positive change. It's actually kind of fascinating to see how books can act as both a mirror and a window into our collective consciousness. They reflect our current realities while also offering us glimpses into different perspectives and possibilities. They reflect our current realities while also offering us glimpses into different perspectives and possibilities. Through books, we can explore new worlds, understand different viewpoints, and find common ground. It's a powerful reminder of the role literature plays in shaping and reflecting our society. Chapter 3. Reading Beyond the Trends. Be an individual, okay? Okay, so trends are fun and all, but let's be real, sometimes you just gotta, ditch the hype and forge your own path, you know? Be an individual. It's not about rejecting what's popular just for the sake of it, but about finding what truly resonates with you. Trends come and go, but your unique taste is what makes your reading journey special. It's so easy to get caught up in what everyone else is reading, but it's important to remember that reading is a deeply personal experience. It's a journey that's meant to be savored, not rushed. When you read what genuinely interests you, you're more likely to find joy and fulfillment in the pages. What one person loves, another might totally hate, and that's totally okay. This diversity in taste is what makes the world of books so rich and exciting. Imagine if we all liked the same things. How boring would that be? Embrace your unique preferences and celebrate the differences. The beauty of reading is that there's literally a book out there for everyone. Whether you're into fantasy, mystery, romance, or nonfiction, the options are endless. And the best part? You're never limited to just one genre. Feel free to explore and mix things up. So how do you find your next great read without relying on the masses? It's all about exploration and curiosity. Don't just stick to the bestsellers list or what's trending on social media. Dive into the lesser-known titles, ask for recommendations from friends with similar tastes, or even take a chance on a book with an intriguing cover. First off, don't be afraid to step outside of your comfort zone. It's easy to get stuck in a reading rut, but the magic happens when you venture into uncharted territory. You might discover a new favorite author or genre that you never knew you'd love. I know it's easy to stick to the genres you know and love, but trust me, there's a whole world of amazing books out there just waiting to be discovered. Each genre offers a different perspective and can enrich your reading experience in unique ways. Explore different genres, pick up something you'd never normally consider. Maybe you're a die-hard mystery fan, but that doesn't mean you won't enjoy a good historical fiction or a heartwarming romance. The key is to keep an open mind. You might be surprised at what you find. Sometimes the most unexpected books can leave the biggest impact. They can challenge your thinking, introduce you to new ideas, and even change your perspective on life. And speaking of discovering new things, can we talk about independent bookstores for a sec? These places are absolute gems. They offer a curated selection of books that you might not find in larger chain stores. These places are treasures, you guys. They have a unique charm and often carry books that reflect the local culture and interests. Plus, the atmosphere in these stores is usually so inviting and cozy. They're curated with so much love and passion, and the staff are always down to recommend something amazing. They know their stuff and can help you find a book that's perfect for you, even if it's something you'd never pick up on your own. Plus, supporting local businesses is always a good look. It helps keep these wonderful places alive and thriving, and you get to be part of a community that values and celebrates the joy of reading. But most importantly, trust your gut. Your intuition is a powerful tool when it comes to choosing books. If something about a book catches your eye or piques your interest, don't hesitate to give it a try. If a book sounds even remotely interesting to you, give it a shot. You never know where it might lead you. It could be the start of a new literary adventure or a journey into a world you've never imagined. You never know. It could become your new favorite. So go ahead, be an individual, and let your reading choices reflect the unique person you are. Happy reading! Chapter 4, Genre Blending, because who needs labels anyway? Okay, so this is something I've been noticing a lot lately, and I am here for it. Genre blending, you guys. It's like the literary equivalent of a remix, and it's totally changing the game. Like, remember when books had to fit neatly into one specific genre? Yeah, those days are over. Authors are getting super creative and blending different genres together in ways that are both unexpected and totally awesome. We're seeing fantasy novels with romantic subplots, thrillers with elements of science fiction, and historical fiction that reads like contemporary literature. It's wild! And you know what? Readers are loving it. Because honestly, who needs labels anyway? Genre blending is all about breaking down barriers and creating stories that are fresh, exciting, and totally unpredictable. It's about giving readers what they didn't even know they wanted. And I think it says a lot about how our tastes as readers are evolving. We're not content with the same old formulas anymore. We want stories that challenge our expectations and take us on a journey. So, if you're looking for something new and different to read, I highly recommend checking out some genre-bending novels. You might just be surprised at what you discover. That's it for today's video, you guys. I hope you found it somewhat interesting. Let me know your thoughts on all things book trends in the comments below. Like, what are you reading right now? Have you noticed any of these trends yourself? Spill the tea. Don't forget to subscribe to SuccessPoint for more videos on like everything. And be sure to follow us on Instagram at success_point888 for some behind-the-scenes action and maybe even some book recommendations. Okay, I'm done talking now. I'll catch you in the next one.